How is it, Mr. Ostrowski?
It's good, very good.
And how's it been to be in Amersfoort once again?
Beautiful. I have a great time. It's amazing. And I was there when Fabio making his answer for your questions. So mainly what I can say, our interview will be very short. Because I am already agreed with anything what he said. It's like he get the point. What to say more? I don't know. I am agree.
But that will be a very short interview. He didn't say anything about Szczecin Jazz.
Szczecin is amazing. Szczecin is great. It's different than Amersfoort. It's different than Sicilia Jazz. It's different than Canarian Islands. But it's great. First of all, we're doing the festival in it's like a late winter, early spring, in March. So the weather is very bad. But in March, in Poland and in Europe, nothing happened in the jazz world.
Nothing.
It's like it's kind of window. There is some winter festival, then is nothing, and then some festivals came in April. It's like a late February, early March, nothing happened in Europe. That's why we are there. And also in our city, nothing happened there. So except the Szczecin Jazz. So it's the good moment to present good music, and we have always good results. Because our concert, we take tickets for the concert. It's not free, you know. It's kind of other strategy instead to Amersfoort, for example. So we have like a ticketing the concerts, and we've got the good results. But first of all, we have in our city in Poland, in Szczecin city, we have a long history with jazz festivals. Not that long like Amersfoort, but it's like over 20 years. We're doing the festival over 20 years. The first three, there was in the other name, that was not the Szczecin Jazz, that was called Jazz Struggle. Then we changed for the transform for the Szczecin Jazz to be more connected with and recognizable with a city, Szczecin. So we have a long tradition, good lineup, great audience. Actually, the Ellie was there, so you can even in the middle of the pandemic, where
I celebrated my birthday on stage, and I have
in 2020 when in the middle of the pandemic, when all over the world was no gigs.
And you were having a birthday party. Was it legal?
No, it was illegal, but for her birthday, we made it.
There was birthday cake, there was a unicorn balloon, there was a lot of
and there was alcohol.
Yeah.
Even that. and there was just a lot of warmth. I have felt so very happy that day.
Yeah.
So thanks again for that great concert, because it was great to perform for a whole audience of people.
Yeah. In the middle of pandemic.
Yes.
Wow.
In the middle of pandemic. There was the moment when you made the interview about the pandemic, and that was late 2020.
Yes, November 2020.
Yeah. And we did it, and that was October?
1st of March.
There was a 21. Excuse me, there was not 2020. There was
It was the second
21.
wave of the pandemic.
Yeah, but still we was able to open the jazz shows in Szczecin city for the public. Even that period.
So you're one of those people that was keeping things alive during the pandemic and keeping it going.
Yeah.
The jazz musician.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you.
Proud of you in terms of the network.
Thank you.
In terms of keeping things alive, because it was hard times, huh?
It was really hard times. I think for all musicians, we were trying to find ways to stay relevant, stay in view, connect with people. Everybody was making home videos.
Yeah. Some very terrible ones.
Yeah. Oh yes.
Very rare. The live gig, that was like a very, very rare situation. But we made it. So guys,
you made it well. But before,
I would like to invite everybody to Szczecin city for the Szczecin Jazz. It's an amazing festival. It's going all March, even in the middle of pandemic. So next March is gonna happen.
So it doesn't matter what happens in the world, your festival will be on.
We keep going.
But how do you? During the pandemic, of course, audiences declined.
Yeah.
What's your experience now in terms of? Because one of the things we need to do as a World Jazz Network is not only stage good events. You need to attract new, younger, more diverse audiences. How do you do that?
multiplex solutions. It's like a hip hop music mixing with jazz, but there is everybody doing that. But also the education programs, workshops, the concert for the like a kindergarten kids, even the women's in pregnant. So it's like we are going very, very deep with promote of jazz. Education, free concerts, going in deep neighborhood of the part of the cities where nobody going there. Right now we get the contract with our region to promote jazz in the deep countryside of Poland. It's like we're doing the concerts in some little villages where was like a first concert in the history of that little city, little villages. Wow. So we meet the people, we're doing the workshop, we find some local vocalists with singing like a folk music. We try bring them on the stage to perform with us. So attract the people, but I don't want to say attract the people. I would like to say and show the people that jazz is the live music which can bring people together. Yeah. It's our idea. So the jazz comes to you. Yeah. Jazz comes to you is our idea. It's not necessary that you have to come to jazz. Jazz comes to you and then bring you.
And jazz is for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because
absolutely.
Also, people sometimes think, well, jazz is for intellectuals.
Yeah.
Or some people think it's for old people. Or they will think it's for young people.
Yeah.
Or they will think it's for those other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's very important to show that it's for all different kinds of people.
For everybody.
And it's so broad. And I think that's very nice also that you do children's concerts and really bring it to the people.
You do the children's concerts in the festival?
Yeah, also.
Because it sounds like you take the music to the people.
Yeah.
Because often festivals want the people to come to them.
Yeah.
So you take it out.
Yeah.
I'd like to know how you do that, how you do your education programs, and how do you fund it? Because to get the money to let alone have a festival and then to take these programs out there, how does that work?
First of all, we're doing during the festival, we're doing the concert Jazz for the Kids. It's like a ticketing concert. So the best sold out concerts is all the time is the Jazz for the Kids. So mainly the parents would like to find a nice solution for the kids, and somehow our proposition Jazz for the Kids is super popular in our city. So we sold the tickets very quickly for this point of the festival. Then we have other programs. We're getting funding from the city or local government to make our education for the kids, workshops for the kids, playing together with kids. So it's still in my city, in my region, in my country, still many solutions to get some foundation for making the program for the kids. It's even easier in Poland is getting money to propose something for kids instead of getting money to propose some big stars in jazz. It is how it is, but it's true that easier for us is get some public money for the workshop for the young people, for the kids, instead to get the money for the big festival. Of course, we are able to do both paths, but it is how it is.
But Ellister, that's growing the future audiences, isn't it?
It is.
Is that not something that should be an ethos of a World Jazz Network?
I think it's part of our mission. I think it is. And I think we are starting to realize it. But I think all of our partners have something with the children's program. So I think...
Kids are the future, so
yeah.
we have to focus on that.
On that happy note, kids are the future. On that happy jazz
note. I think
note,
next year's conference, it will be one of the
themes.
The point.
I think so. I think we should talk about it. How to
bring the kids.
How do we bring the kids? How do we bring the youth?
We're doing the concert for the women's in pregnant.
You make them pregnant?
No, but I'm able to do the gig for them. I didn't make them pregnant, but I'm able to serve the music for them. Yeah, but we can do that.
How does it work?
It's amazing. We have so many.
You do it in the maternity ward, or you ask them to come there?
Yeah. We just prepared. We produced the concerts.
Yeah.
And the women came. It's like we made them comfortable to make pillows. And
how many pregnant women did you have at this thing?
In the one
picture of this.
40.
40 pregnant women.
Yeah, we sell the tickets for that.
Wow.
It's great selling. Yeah.
Of course, no alcohol in that show.
Of course, it's not the club.
And a doctor on standby.
Yeah, we're doing that always. It's like a private rooms or like fitness rooms to make them, like Pilates rooms to make them comfortable to be on the floor with pillows or whatever. But yeah, it's of course no alcohol. Only good jazz and good vibes.
Now I understand. It's because of the private rooms that there was 40 women pregnant. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Lovely jacket.
It is how it is. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you for the invitation. Thank you.